Most final expense agents are burning out, okay? You already know the routine. They wake up in the morning, they go and grab a coffee, they sit down to their outbound dialer, they get started outbound dialing, they're sitting there scrolling Instagram, waiting for some grandma to pick up the phone. She picks up the phone, she's pissed off because now you've officially interrupted her watching the same Price is Right infomercial every day, and she doesn't want to talk to you, and you're sitting there like, hey, wait, Susan, can I talk to you about a life insurance policy? She says, hell no, stop calling me. This happens all the time. You're wasting 6-8 hours a day outbound dialing, trying to get somebody to have a single sales conversation with you, and it's exhausting. And let me tell you, it's an absolute waste of your time. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to explain to you the fucked up part about your model and how your model needs to change drastically. And if it doesn't, you are at risk of losing your agents if you're an agency owner, of those agents then telling other people that are interested in working with you, I don't know if I'd necessarily work with that individual because, I tried it and I failed. If you're a solo producer, you yourself have talked to other people that are like, do this and it's going to make you X amount of money, but I promise you that model is tired, and it's not much longer that the government is going to allow you to keep outbound dialing these people. And this is by having a good system that keeps you busy, but not just busy doing the one thing that is your highest leverage skill, and that is closing. It's extremely important that you are focusing your time on the highest leverage activity that's going to produce you the highest amount of revenue. And I'm going to show you in this video today how to do that. So you're not going to be sitting there frustrated, pounding your head against the wall, sick and fucking tired of doing the same old thing, which is outbound dialing, hoping to get somebody to have a sales conversation. And then when you do, you're sitting there begging them, please talk to me, please buy this policy. Do you want to actually protect more families? If the answer is yes, you need to watch this video. If you want to make more money selling final expense, you need to watch this video. And if you do, at the end of this video, you will understand the system that it takes to have mathematically proven strategies that are going to ensure that you are consistently doing 2 to 3 sales every single day, and you can hit $30,000 to $50,000 every single month as a life insurance agent, and how to do it quickly. So we need to talk about the real problem with outbound, okay? Let me be clear about something. Outbound is not broken because you're bad, okay? It's broken because the model itself is literally designed to waste your time. When you're cold calling, you are just interrupting people. You are interrupting people all day long. It doesn't matter if they're eating dinner or if they're watching their favorite fucking TV show. They're watching Golden Girls, you know what I'm saying? And Susie's in there watching Golden Girls, and she does not want to have a sales conversation right now. She wants to sit there and sip her chamomile tea and watch her TV show and enjoy her life. You know what I'm saying? So the problem is you're interrupting people, and now you're on the phone sitting there trying to convince them just to stay on the phone with you. And then after they stayed on the phone with you, now you're having a qualifying question, asking them sad ass questions about what's going to happen after you die, who's going to they don't want to fucking talk to you about this. And you wonder why. If you just think about it logically, it's very easy to determine why people are not wanting to have a sales conversation with you. Okay. So this is what what your day looks like. 90% of your time is focused on this right here, this fucking cycle. Cold call, voicemail, cold call, they hang up on you, cold call, they're not fucking interested, cycle. Well, it's one of these three, damn near for 90% of your day. And then finally you have one person that might actually be interested in having a sales conversation with. So it's super important to understand that you are wasting a shit ton of your time. Okay. And then even when you do get somebody on the phone, you are fighting a constant uphill battle because they already think you're a telemarketer or a fucking scammer or something. And when that's the case, dude, it's hard to sell. It's hard to sell for anybody. Your energy gets drained because you're just dealing with rejection after rejection because you're selling a sad product that nobody can talk about. And you're expected to just sit there and have more of those conversations. The math is fucking brutal. If you're calling 200 people a day and you're only talking to 10, and of those 10, only 2 are remotely interested, you are spending hours of your life for maybe one sale. That is not sustainable. That is not scalable. And it's definitely not fucking fun. Okay. So now let's contrast that with inbound. You're not chasing anyone. They come to you. People are calling in to have sales conversations with you, right? So right here, how are we going to fix it? Okay. If instead of getting 200 people that you're calling that don't want to hear from you, what if your phone is constantly being hit all day long? You're sitting on a dialer, and all day long, every 2 to 3 minutes, you're getting a phone call of somebody that is interested in getting a quote on life insurance. Would that change? If every single time that somebody called you, you pick up the phone, thank you for calling, are you looking for a life insurance policy today? Yes, I am. How many of those could you close? You're a solo producer, or you're an agency owner, or maybe you're considering getting into it. So how many people could you close? Are you a good closer? If not, we offer training. But the reality is, if you're a good closer and you know you can do this shit, just answer that question to yourself. Damn, yeah, if I had a bunch of people calling me all day, if I had 20 people a day calling me saying, yes, I need a quote, how many could I close? 3, 4, 5? The answer is as many as the fuck you can. It's up to you. It's really, are you good at selling? Do you have a system to follow to sell? And if you don't have a system, like I said, don't worry about that. We can help you figure that out because we've done it. Everything is fucking scientifically proven. We have isolated all of the shit that doesn't work and all of the shit that does. And we created a sales script to go along with it perfectly. If you work with us at XFG in my agency or with Policy Printer as the dialer that you log into to take inbound calls, we will give everything to you and you'll have the greatest likelihood of success hitting $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month in premiums written. Now, if you're already performing, like I said, just answer that question. How many of these could you close if they were just fed to you all day long? And this is how agents are producing $10,000 to $50,000 plus per month. The most I ever heard from somebody doing this for final expense was $73,000 in a month. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot of cash. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, come work with me, you're going to make 70 racks a month. No. What I will say is on average, we're producing at $25,000 to $45,000 per month per agent in AP. So you just have to have a work ethic and want to make a shit ton of money. Okay. The biggest myth about inbound calls is inbound calls are just you buying internet leads. That's not the case. And the reason why is because these are not leads that you're getting that you have to outbound dial. And again, hope to God they pick up their phone on. Okay. They see our ad, they click on it, they call in, then we route them to our agents based on the state that you're in and who's available. So we have over 100 agents that are currently on Policy Printer right now, and they're taking calls all day long. Okay. Now, everybody has different states. Some people are in 40 states, some people are in 2 states, some people are in 15 states. We always recommend that people have a minimum of 10 states. Okay. That's very important. But we don't need to get caught up in that. We can have that later. This is the model that I want to talk about in this video. So the advantages, they ask for help. You're expected. You are not interrupting. They're calling in. And when you pick up the phone, you are an advisor. You are there to advise them on getting the proper policy for their needs based on where they're at in their life, what their family needs, okay? You're not starting from a perspective of suspicion. You're starting from a position of authority because they know that they're calling you, asking you for a quote. Okay. These are qualified, interested prospects, not some random name and phone number. A name and a phone number is a lead that you call and you fucking fingers crossed, hope to God somebody picks up the phone. And if you are manually outbound dialing from your cell phone, oh my God, you're cooked. You are cooked, bro. Horrible, horrible idea. So now let's talk about how to get your first inbound calls. Okay. You have 2 options. If you're currently licensed and selling and you're outbound dialing all day, or, you could even be getting inbounds with a different agency and it's not working for you because maybe you just don't know how to do it. You don't have the proper guidance or training. We have everything that you could possibly need to be successful. We have call recordings of sales calls. We have call recordings of calls that were not very good and agents fumbled, right? We have the scripts, okay? We have the sales trainers. I have 2 full-time people all day long. All they do is train. They train. They refine our process. Every single week, we're performing better as an organization. And when I say better as an organization, I mean my clients that are on Policy Printer, taking calls all day long, printing policies. All we are obsessed with is agent success. Anybody on my team, ask them, what's your number one goal? To make sure you, as an agent or as an agency owner with your agents, make a shit ton of money. You make a whole hell of a lot more money working with me than you do by taking fucking outbounds all day long. Okay. So again, 2 options. You can join an existing team, right? Like us here at XFG, or if you're already with an agency, that's totally fine too. We can help you. We can get you on the platform and taking calls. Okay. Now, who is this for? This is for agency owners. You guys have several agents. You want them making more money. You either have killers on the phone that you want to improve their numbers. They get more sales because they're spending less time outbound dialing and begging people to stay on the fucking phone. Or you have proven killers on your team or brand new people that, they need some help. They need good quality conversations. The reality is of this in sales, it's not just how many cold calls you make. We all know this. It's not about how hard you work. It's about how smart you work. What forms of leverage do you have in place to make sure that you have the highest likelihood of success? And unfortunately for a lot of people, they don't have that many. Okay. This is one of the best ways that you can damn near guarantee that your agents are going to make way more money because these are healthy conversations that they're having all day long. People are calling you to ask you for a life insurance quote. Close them and do not let them off the phone until they buy or they motherfucking die. Okay. They better be on the phone before you hang up the phone. Okay. Do not hang up the fucking phone. So number 2, who else is this for? Agents that are sick and tired of outbound. If you are outbounding all day long and you're sick and tired of this shit, or you're sick and tired of buying leads from shitty vendors that you don't know where those leads are even coming from, and you're just hoping to God that they're decent, come on over. We're transparent with our lead gen practices. Everything we do is to ensure the success of you as an agent. If you don't see success on my platform, I take it personal because we don't have really hardly any agents that aren't successful, and it pisses me off when we do. So we do everything we can to ensure success. Lastly, agents who want to sell more final expense policies. Okay. So you want to come in, you're already, crushing it, and you just want to add into what you've got got going on, bro, this does not have to be your singular focus of lead gen. You could be, maybe you have a super good source right now that's doing something for you, but you just want to add in and get more sales conversations. Let's fucking go. Tap in. Let's make some money. I'm not saying that this is the only way to make money. I'm not saying that I'm the only one that has a good lead gen process. There are other people out there. This is the best process I know of because I've been focused for the past year of my life building this shit, doing everything I can to make sure that people are successful. Okay. And then what you get when you join my team at XFG, we're going to onboard you. We're going to train the shit out of you. Even if you're currently trained in other models, I do not care. We are going to train you on my lead source, how to close my leads, and how to make sure that you retain those sales. Because it doesn't matter how many policies you close if nothing gets issued, right? So we're going to do the proper training for you. We're going to plug you into a system that we know works. This is a system. This is not just a lead gen thing. It's a full system because I control the lead gen and then we help you see how to control your own sales process. Then you can start taking calls immediately. As soon as you're trained up and ready to go, you can have calls live within 24 hours. All right. And you're making money right away. So the support that's included, dude, we do coaching. All right. We do CRM setups. We give you the scripts and we support the shit out of you. So if you're interested in working with a life insurance agency, if you're currently, crushing it, you want to come over and work with us, outstanding. Let's have a conversation. If you're currently crushing and you just want to tap into inbound calls and get on the policy printer dialer, tap in. Let's make some fucking money. I don't care how we want to do it. I just want to make sure you're successful. So if you're interested in doing either of those two, go to the link below. I have one for policy printer in there, and then I have one for joining the XFG agency. Either way, I'd love to have a good conversation with you and see if there's a way we can rub a couple dollars together, my brother or sister. All right, so let's go. Hit me up. Hope to see you.